Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. There's 119 days to the U.S., or rather, when the U.S. will be participating in the Olympic Games. But who's counting? Okay, I'm counting. I lie. Youth Sports Alliance is here with us. This is Emily, and this is Elizabeth. Emily, you are the director, and Elizabeth, you have benefited from the Youth Sports Alliance, where the Youth Sports Alliance, the big idea there is to grow and to mold some of the young athletes that will inevitably, hopefully, participate in the Olympic Games. What is the goal of your organization?
So the Youth Sports Alliance does basically three things. So we have programs. So we have our after-school programs for our first through fifth graders as our Get Out and Play program. And then for our middle school kids, we have the Activate program. And that's sort of to introduce kids to sports and healthy lifestyles. And then we also support our member teams. So we have teams that are part of the Youth Sports Alliance, so we support them directly. And then through the Stein Erikson Opportunity Endowment, we provide scholarships directly to athletes so they can continue pursuing their Olympic dream.
And that is where you come into play. You are an Olympic hopeful and just received this endowment. What does that mean for you and your career and where you hope to go?
Well, the money and the scholarship help so much just because you can pursue my dream. Like, I can pursue my dreams. I get to go to camps all over the world. I just went to a camp in Australia, and the scholarship helps me go to camps like France and Canada, just so that I can keep training and do my best when we kind of come down to competition.
Speaking of competition, where are you at right now?
So we'll start the qualification process at U.S. Ski Team Selections in December in Winter Park, Colorado, which is my hometown. And then from there, I'll qualify for hopefully the NORAM Tour and the World Cups.
You participate in moguls. What's your background? What's your history? Because I was reading on your website that you've been involved in skiing since you were, what, 2 years old?
Yeah. So I come from a huge skiing family. I was born and raised in Winter Park, Colorado, where my parents were ski instructors, and then they were my dad was the director of the ski program, so he kind of started us really young, and from there we kind of fell in love with mogul skiing just from having just the exposure to it. So,
Emily, why is she a good option to receive this endowment, this scholarship? Why does she seem like a good fit?
Well, I think we have a pretty rigorous process with our scholarship committee, and this year we got a record number of applications. So I think we got 81 applications. Wow. And so basically you just go through and you see, that they are a hardworking kid, they're a good member of the club, they get coach's recommendation, and you can just really see the financial need for these athletes who are pursuing their Olympic dreams, and it just makes sure that they can go to every single camp that they need to go to. They can do all of the dryland training and get all of the coaching they really need to make sure that they're 100% prepared. And Elizabeth's just fit all of those qualifications, and I think this is the third year she's received a scholarship, and so obviously that money is really helping her pursue her Olympic dream, and that's kind of what we hope to do with local young athletes.
I think a lot of people don't really think about how expensive the sport can be. So this helps supply a lot of your equipment, a lot of the travel costs?
Yeah, so equipment, I have sponsors. Hart Skis sponsors me. I have Zipline poles, which are a great sponsor, which also gives me some money with winning. But this sponsorship and this money mostly goes to my ski camps and training opportunities. So the ski camps, they are pretty expensive. Just getting out there and getting on snow is the biggest thing, because our first competition is in December, and that's the biggest one of the year.
I was looking up your resume. I had to check this out real quick. You were the fastest women's mogul skier in 2017.
Yeah.
So you have to think that you're bound for the Olympics. I don't want to jinx anything.
That's the goal. That's been the overall goal forever. But yeah, I was the fastest basically when I would be skiing. But I only did the NORAM Tour and everything like that, so I'm hoping this year to branch out into the World Cup and U.S. Ski Team, bigger international competitions.
You said that you're from Colorado, but you live here now, so you're training in Park City?
Yeah. Yeah. I
And
am.
where are you training at? Can anybody actually see you in action?
Yeah, so this
I feel like
summer.
that's a good question,
Yes,
right?
that's a good
People want-
question,
people wanna see.
absolutely.
Yeah, all summer we train at the Utah Olympic Park at the Eccles pool, basically, where they do the jumps into the pool. So we do that pretty much all season, and then we train at Park City Resort up on kind of off the Pioneer Lift, so people can come by there. So.
And finally, with the Youth Sports Alliance, where can people find more information? Maybe they have a future Olympian that they're raising. Maybe they're 5, 6 years old, their child, and they want to get them more involved.
So our website is just ysaparkcity.org, and we have our Get Out and Play program, which is really just to introduce kids to all the different winter sports. And it's so unique in Park City that we have all these different winter sports that they can come try for 5 weeks. And so you don't have to commit your 5-year-old to a whole entire season. So that registration opened actually yesterday. So it's ysaparkcity.org.
ysaparkcity.org.
Yep.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning, and we're rooting for you.
Thank you.
2018 Olympic Games. Look for the name, Elizabeth O'Connell. Team Park City United right now, but hopefully future Olympian. Thank you so much. We'll be right back here on the Mountain Morning Show.